Hi, all you gorgeous, amazing, wonderful, beautiful beings out there. Today I'm going to make a little video talking a bit about life and just what I find really important right now, and a little bit about myself. Well, first I want to say thank you so much, all of you who write to me, and how some of you share some really difficult things that you are in the midst of, and I feel very honored that you write to me, and I'm really happy that I can shed some light on things that you're thinking about, and help you move on in your life, or feel that life is good. So in this video I'd like to talk about three things that I find really important right now, that are really good to focus on. And one is simplicity, how to simplify your life, and the next one is to clean up your life, clear up your life, and the last one is to go within, to spend time focusing on what's happening inside you. So I'll just tell you shortly a little bit about myself, and I've shared quite a few things about my life, and I won't give you my whole life story, but I can tell you that I don't think life's easy. I mean, I like to share all this beauty that is in nature, and all the wonderful things that are around me in my daily life and that's happening. But life is also really difficult, and I mean, just even the last few days I've been feeling really sick and tired and thinking, what's going on, and am I dying, or what's happening? And suddenly today I feel much better. And I think that's one of the things that a lot of people are feeling. Life is going in waves, up and down, and one day you might feel so brilliant and everything is so clear, and the next day you feel that you're completely messed up. And I can tell you that's how I feel often. My life really goes in waves. Another thing is relationships, which I've already shared, and I think that's really difficult. And I haven't really touched the man-woman relationship yet, and I hope to do more on that, because that is another really difficult thing in my life. It's been hard for me to be with human beings altogether, and living in a man-woman relationship is difficult. I mean, really difficult. And most people, many people in our country get divorced, and I can understand why, because it's really hard. And luckily I haven't. I was married once, just for a year when I was very young, and left him and got divorced then. So I have experienced divorce, but luckily the man who I have all my children with is the same man I'm with today, and I'm really grateful that it's like this, because I'm a child who grew up in a divorced family, and my whole family is very scattered. So that's really wonderful, but it's not easy. And I can tell you, we've been together for 28 years or something, and it's still hard. It's still really hard, and also because we're changing. And I think, especially now, relationships used to be quite fixed institutions, where the man and the woman had different duties, had a role, had a position, and each expected them to be as they were. And today everything has changed, and I think what's happening is that we're moving into a new way of being man and woman together, and it's difficult, but it's really beautiful. And I can tell you, my husband and I, we live in this big house, and we've got lots of space because the children aren't here anymore, and we've actually moved apart so that we have each our little apartment or room, And we're living very separate lives at the moment, physically separate, and it's a decision that well, I felt was the right one, and we've talked about it, and he actually agrees that it is a good idea. And it sounds amazing, incredible, unbelievable, but what we're actually practicing is being good friends. And realizing that after 27 years you're actually not being very friendly to each other is pretty pretty insane, but that's the fact, that we're not very good at being good friends. And I mean, if you can't be a good friend, you can't really live in a healthy relationship. And so that's what we're doing right now, and I believe this is really, I feel this is what's going to happen in the future, that each person needs to step away and needs to sort themselves out and figure out, who am I, what's going on, what makes me bloom, what makes me feel great, how can I shape my life so that I feel the best and I can be a blessing to other people instead of being a burden to other people. And when you do that in a relationship, you won't anymore be in this habit relationship. You'll be two free people who feel good about being who they are, and feel good about being a good person to the other. And so it's very exciting, I think, and really wonderful that my husband can see the sanity in this. And so we'll just see what's going to happen, but it's going to last a while, I think. So I won't talk any more about me and my husband, but I'd like to just go into depths. I've written a few things down about simplicity, and these three things: simplicity, cleaning up your life, and going within. These three things I'd like to just touch. So making your life more simple is a really, really wonderful thing to do, and I think a necessary thing to do at the moment. So have a look at your life, have a look at what you eat, have a look at what you wear, have a look at the way you structure your life, and see how you can cut things away that really don't make you any happier. That really, when you think about it, doesn't really mean much to you. And let it go, so that you hold on to the things that you can see, these things are really good for you. And you'll see that you actually, for instance, when you start eating more simple food, instead of having a whole lot of different things in one meal, maybe having one thing or a few things, how you taste the food differently, and how your body's responding really well, because our bodies actually love simplicity. And the products you use on your body, use simple things. Your body loves that. And the way you, just the way you go through your day, simplify it. And know that we don't have to think so many thoughts, which we do. We don't have to be so busy as we are. Many, many things we do are completely unnecessary. So, and as I've said before, remember to rest. Although I still have this a lot, come on, do more. It's just so inbred. And nearly every day I have to fight with this. When I feel tired, I just need to lie down and do nothing. I'm sort of battling with myself, but when I do it, I feel so much better. And I think many of us need a lot of rest. So just doing nothing, not even watching a movie, although a good movie can be a wonderful thing to sit and watch, to just do nothing. Maybe have a cup of hot tea, something really nice to just sit and sip on and just be. That is so good for us. And while we're sitting there, to focus on things we love, and I mean, when we sit there and we listen to ourselves, we are really showing that we love ourselves and we respect ourselves. But to just sit and focus on things that really make us happy. And often you'll see that the things that really make you happy are such simple things. So that's a really good thing to do. And cleansing and clearing up your life, it's very much in the same sort of, on the same path. Have a look at the things you have. And I mean, I'm still in the process. Have a look at how much you actually don't need, because we have so much. Most of us have so many things, and we don't need so much. So clearing out old stuff that we don't use really makes us feel more alive and feel more clear. And also, when you have less things, you have less things to worry about. You have less things to clean. Having 1,000 things in your kitchen, you're going to have to clean them. Having a huge house with many rooms, you're going to have to clean them. And it's a huge job. So when we have less, we don't have so much work, and we don't have so much to think about. So it takes a huge burden off us when we have less physical things. And I've mentioned the cleansing of the body, and that's a really big one for, I think, every one of us. And it's important that we don't do it in an aggressive way or a tense way, but that we just admit that probably we have a lot of toxins in our bodies, and that if we eat very clean foods, drink good lots of water or herbal tea, eat foods that are very, in Ayurveda they call something called sattvic foods, which are very high vibrational foods that just feel really good in the body and that don't take a lot of energy to digest. They are often very cleansing. And the green juice, the coffee enemas, more resting, moving naturally with your body, being in fresh air. There's many different things you can do to help your body cleanse. And yes, clearing up, cleansing, and also maybe looking at your work if you have a job, having a feel whether maybe you should do something else if it's possible, work less maybe if that's possible. And the last thing is to go within. And I think for many of us, life is a pretty lonely journey. And we cling to people because we feel really lonely. And I feel really lonely sometimes because it's hard for me to connect with people who I feel really nourish me. Often it's people who actually I have to spend a lot of energy on, or who needy people. There are billions, millions of needy people, and they can be really, really taxing to be with. So I have had to limit the amount of time I spend with people because I just get so tired. And I'm needy myself. I've got all my own mess to sort out. So going within, spending more time with yourself is a really, really fantastic, important, well, actually necessary thing for all of us to do. So looking at our relationships and sort of seeing who does not really nourish me, and who could I use a break from, and maybe say it in a loving way. I just need time to be more on my own, and allow yourself to have less, maybe people you are connected with, and start to spend more time going in. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The most magnificent in life, in this universe, and in every universe, the most beautiful things and the most powerful things are inside you. You have been created with the potential. God is in you. You can call it God, you can call it the Creator, you can call it the brightest light there is. He is, or it is in you. And so you hold the potential to heal the whole world, the whole universe. You hold so much great that your mind, my mind, can't fathom it. So in here, you are completely pure. You are completely wise. You are creative. You are completely whole. You have complete well-being. You have beauty, limitless beauty. The peace that is in here is eternal, forever, limitless. But also the power, as I said. You hold limitless power within you. So when you say to yourself, okay, every day I spend time with myself, doing nothing, just sensing myself, you are building up this relationship, and very quickly you'll notice you're not alone. And the whole thing of, well, we are not alone, because we're all connected. We're one body. We're just brought up to think that we are alone, but we're not alone. And even the connections I feel I have with you, I feel that you're my family. I feel that we belong together. And I hope some of you, and I sense that some of you feel the same. We're connected with each other on a very, very deep level. So we're very focused in this world, very focused on our families and friends, and especially our families we feel we should get on with. But our families are only part of our process, and we shouldn't keep struggling to make these relationships work, because some of them are just meant to not work, and we're not meant to see these people very much, especially when we grow older. So know that you are part of this huge organism of life, and you're related even to the flowers. I mean, you're connected to everything. So the life force that is in these beautiful flowers, I haven't mentioned them, I'll mention them now. These are sweet pea, and they are filled with the most gorgeous scent. I'm sitting here in a perfume, and I can call it a perfume of love, because it is just so filled with love. And this energy that's in these is in you. So I'm connected with these flowers on a deep level. So when you spend time going within, you start to feel better. That's one of the first things you feel, is you get to feel better. You get to feel stronger. You become less needy. You don't cling to people who aren't nourishing to you anymore. You find it much easier to just let go and know that it's okay. They might pop up again in your life, and you might never see them again, and it's okay. And well, you get to feel everything that's good. So you're giving this yourself by spending time going within. You are changing your life completely and rescuing yourself from a very difficult life. So, and it's a path you're on. So step by step, you feel how you're moving on, and also you get to sense more and more, why are you here on earth? What are you here for? What is it that is so special about you that you come to bring? And what is it that you're here to learn? And you get more and more of these, okay, right, that's why I'm here. And you just get to enjoy your life so much more. It doesn't become problemless, but you get to enjoy it so much more. So I'm going to end off now, and I wrote a whole lot down, and I probably forgot some, but I'll finish this off, and by just wishing you where you are the best of all, and that you just feel that life is a beautiful journey for you today and tomorrow and every day the rest of your life and forevermore. So see you soon.